A judge in Michigan throws out the case against 15 alleged fake electors in 2020. A group of people were accused of attempting to falsely certify President Donald Trump as the winner of the 2020 election in the battleground state, and a judge in Michigan dismissed the criminal charges against them on Tuesday. This was a major blow to prosecutors, as similar cases in 4 other states have been muddied by setbacks. District Court Judge Kristen D. During a court hearing, Simmons stated that the 15 Republicans who are accused will not be tried. The case has dragged through the courts since Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel, a Democrat, announced the charges more than 2 years ago. Simmons stated that the defendants' actions lacked any indication of fraud intent. Whether they were right, wrong or indifferent, they seriously believed there were problems with the election, the judge said. I believe they were executing their constitutional right to seek redress, Simmons said. 8 charges of forgery and conspiracy to commit election forgery were brought against each member of the group, which included a few prominent Republican Party members in Michigan. The top felony charges carried a maximum penalty of 14 years in prison. Supporters, friends, and family crowded in the hallway outside the courtroom cheered when the judge said the cases would be dismissed. Defendants leaving the courtroom cried and hugged friends and family. One woman wept as she hugged another and said, "We did it." Investigators said the group met at the Michigan GOP headquarters in December of 2020 and signed a document falsely stating they were the state's duly elected and qualified electors. President Joe Biden won Michigan by nearly 155,000 votes, a result confirmed by a GOP-led state Senate investigation in 2021. Electors are part of the 538-member Electoral College that officially elects the President of the United States. In 48 states, electors vote for the candidate who won the popular vote. In Nebraska and Maine, elector votes are awarded based on congressional district and statewide results. In October 2023, one man in the Michigan case agreed to cooperate with the state attorney general's office, and the charges against him were dropped. The other 15 defendants pleaded not guilty and have maintained that their actions were not illegal. Michonne Maddock, a well-known Michigan MAGA activist and former co-chair of the Michigan Republican Party, was one of the accused. Her attorney, Nicholas Somberg, told reporters after the hearing that the case brought by the Attorney General's office was a waste of money and a malicious prosecution. There needs to be major consequences for the people who brought this, he said. Nessel called the Simmons ruling disappointing and a very wrong decision during a virtual news conference. She claimed that the group members specifically sought to circumvent the rules because they were aware that their actions were in violation of proper election procedure. They knew they were not electors, Nessel said of the group. Simmons, who was chosen by the Democratic governor, Gretchen Whitmer, took nearly a year to say whether there was sufficient evidence to bring the cases to trial following a series of lengthy preliminary hearings. Simmons stated in her remarks on Tuesday that the issue in the case was not who would win the 2020 election, but rather the intent of the individuals charged. She stated, "This is not an election interference case." Outside court, Republican State Republic. Matt Maddock, whose wife was charged, promised retribution against the Attorney General. He stated to reporters, "They're going to pay for what they did to these people." Prosecutors in Nevada, Georgia, Wisconsin, and Arizona have also filed criminal charges related to the fake elector scheme. Many of the cases have been stalled by procedural and appellate delays, and none of them have even come close to going to trial.